Bet you'd like that, eh? We could turn the glass up if you can move it for us. We'll turn the glass up and I will personally pour some beer in it for you. Even have to go to the local. Frank, if you're with us, can you just move it towards the red light maybe? Use everybody's energy around the table, Frank. Maybe you can turn a light out for me, Frank. Can you try and turn one of these lights out? Tickle somebody's arm, maybe. Blow on somebody's face.
The words that popped into my head then were parlour tricks.
Parlour tricks,
Yeah.
right, okay. Yeah, we'd love you to do some parlour tricks for us, Frank.
Victorian thing to say. Yeah, it just popped into my head when you asked it to do something. The words parlour tricks came into my head.
Do you miss having a pint, Frank? Maybe you can tell us if you do or not. Maybe if you miss... wait a minute. Somebody see that light flicker then?
Yeah.
Can you do that again for me, Frank, if that was you? Can you make the light flicker again for me? Or turn it off completely? That would be brilliant if you could turn it off completely, Frank. Thank you. Thank you, Frank. Yeah, the light under the glass. Make it flicker again. That was so good.
No, because I'll have to stay up. This is their one.
What was your favourite tipple, Frank? Did you like a pint, or... If you liked a pint, maybe you can move the glass or flicker the light for me again. Were you a bitter man or a lager man? Or maybe a mild?
When have you got the pen? No, I'll give it to you.
Come on, Frank.
Got it.
You know you can do it, Frank. Come on for me. Make that light go out in the middle.
Yeah.
That white one. Maybe you can affect somebody in the group. Make them feel like they've had 10 pints.
Okay, will you give me a call?
Anybody feeling anything?
Not at the moment.
No?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
It's sat in this chair next to us, I think, because there's a cold breeze on my neck, and there's a spare chair there, and I've felt it for quite a while. I've just been looking at you to see if you
It
could
is a
feel
bit,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It is cold.
This bit of arm was cold and I thought it was just me, so...
I didn't want to say anything
No.
because I didn't think.
If that's you, Frank, thank you. But we'd like you to do a little bit more than just make things cold for us.
It's going colder.
I know you liked a cold pint, but... Can you touch somebody for me? So we know it's you.
There's definitely a bit of a breeze.
Frank, was that you that made the light flicker a few moments ago? Can you do it again for me? Can you push the glass for me, Frank? I've got some whiskey at home, Frank.
Bribery, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a full bottle of whiskey at home. Single malt as well, Frank.
Is
You-
Frank that you get round here? Has he got a dog with him?
We've never picked up on that before, no. But we don't think he's a particularly old chap.
No,
the,
younger.
not from when the mill was running.
Did you like your whiskey, Frank? Affect one of these pieces of
Something's
equipment.
tickling the top of my head.
What's that? Is it?
Yeah, just there.
Thank you for that, Frank, if that's you.
Just a very faint tickle.
Must be the chosen one for tonight.
Looks
Well, I
like
had
it.
it.
On his ladies.
There we are.
I had it down there when I was on my own.
Oh, right.
And when we were doing the big circle before the girls at the side, before the first one sort of fell back the first time,
Yeah.
something was twiddling my hair about 10 seconds before that happened, and I kept thinking, no, it's my imagination, but I know it
There
wasn't.
we go. What's your name again, Doug?
It's Rachel.
Rachel.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that, Frank. Can you maybe tickle Rachel's hair, her head, her arm again for me?
See, now his hand's gone very cold.
Oh, right.
Or if there's somebody you like around the table, move the glass towards them,
That's right. Yeah.
so we know who it is that you like.
Yeah, if it's Rachel that you keep touching there and you like her, maybe you can move the glass towards her. It'll make her feel really special.
It will.
And she might want to talk to you if you do that.
There you
never
go.
know.
You might even get a date.
You never know,
I am
Frank.
single.
There you go, Frank. She's single, and I know she's got a bottle of whiskey at home. No?
It's not normally this quiet.
Is it not? She's pretty active, is he? What have you had before?
We've had
Just
it
my hand. This hand's cold. Very
swirling,
cold.
tipping,
Have you?
everything.
Anybody else feel
We're going to sit down.
Could, but
Anyone-
not more
so
now. It's
often
really
in this?
warm.
There's a
It's
spare
like
chair
breeze
around there.
keeps kind of
Sound
going
weird
round.
saying
I wouldn't
everything.
even, I wouldn't even say it was breezy. It's just like
Really?
somebody's
Well, I've just asked
here.
Frank to affect somebody like the drunk, like the 10
Like
pints.
the drum, I've just been
Yeah.
over to the cage and
Yeah.
I've just gone like that.
Really?
And I just had to hang on.
I just, what did I just say
Yeah,
then?
and I'm spinning now.
There we go. Thank you for that,
Really
Frank.
spinning.
I don't think Lynn drinks much either, do you, Lynn? Oh dear, there we go.
I've drank alcohol for 6 years. If I go out, I have Coke.
Have you put vodka in a Coke, Frank? Is that what you've done, Doug? Hey? Crafty that, Frank. I like that.
Yeah, I was cheerleader.
Or is it Lynn that you like, Frank?
Yeah, Lynn's going to sit down with us now. There we are.
Sit down, fall down.
Now you've made her drunk, Frank. Maybe you can make somebody else drunk for us. Can you affect somebody else that's in the room, maybe, that's hiding at the moment? Maybe you can tickle them. Tickle their hair. Maybe you can throw one of these tyres across the room for me. That would be amazing. Don't tip me, though.
Actually, you know what happened the other week, and it was amazing. We were sat in the hub, we heard
Yeah.
this massive bang, and we thought, what is that? So we all came running out, and like a pile of these tyres had completely
Really?
fallen over, and like the size of
Wow.
that had just fallen.
Yeah, because they're really stable, aren't they? You know,
Yeah.
they're stacked up properly.
Could not explain at all.
Was that you, Frank? Can you do it for us?
That glass moving.
Yeah, I thought I saw it moving.
Seems to be just not sure which way it wants to go at the minute.
Frank, if that's you, thank you. Can you try and move it a little bit more?
Can anybody
Use-
feel it moving?
I can't
No.
feel
It,
it.
it
No.
looks to me like it's sort of swaying a little bit.
Use everybody's energy, Frank.
There is a little bit of vibration, I think.
Is
yeah.
it moved a little bit then. I just saw it. Just then it moved a little tiny bit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Frank. That was great. You definitely. What was that? Did you bang on the table or a
Yeah.
little rattle?
Yeah, it wasn't me.
No. Thank you. Keep moving that glass for me, Frank. Try and use all this energy we've got. Thank you. That was great. If that was you, thank you. Nobody back there, is there?
There's James and there's Neil at the back end.
Right. Did anybody make a bang then, or?
Yeah, I did.
Something's got thrown?
Yeah, I heard some.
What, your end?
Yeah. I heard what looked like something like the floor maybe. But obviously something small, James.
Frankie, if that's you, thank you. Were you throwing your whiskey lid top? Was that it?
See if you can throw the glass, that would be cool.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, if you can throw the bottle. If you've got a bottle of whiskey with you, Frank, maybe you can throw the bottle across the room for me. If you finished it, of course. What I'd like you to do, Frank, is use this glass for your whiskey, so I want you to turn it the other way up for me, if you can. That would be great. But you'll need to move it first, obviously. So can you move it away from these people? Set around the table. Well, let's fill it up with whiskey for you. Are you still getting a breeze back there?
Yeah, it's just constant.
Yeah.
It's all around my back legs.
Hold on the right hand side.
On your right hand side, right, okay.
It's been constant.
Frank, if that's you that's still with us, you probably stood there laughing at us like, but we really would like you to do something. If you don't want to affect anybody around the table, maybe you can affect somebody else that's in the room hiding.
Well, if that Lynn again on the way back.
Well, make another noise for us, Frank, if you can. I'd love you to throw a tyre.
Yeah, we wouldn't.
No.
Glass moved anymore, then.
No.
Move the glass again, Frank, for me, please. You've been really, really good tonight for us. Thank you. We really appreciate it. Or maybe you're a gin man. Oh,
Ah, if we could then.
are you a gin man? Is that what it is?
Perhaps
Not
you'll like
whiskey.
whiskey.
Gin, eh? Make the light fade again for me. Use the energy in that light there.
Might like brandy as well.
There we go, brandy. When I said gin though, it did flicker, didn't it?
Yeah.
Is it gin or gin and tonic?
Gin and tonic.
Are you a G&T man, Frank?
I can feel it on my hand.
Can you? What can you feel?
Just tickling with my fingers.
Tickling. Thanks, Frank. Little steps, eh? Can you maybe tickle everybody's finger that's on the glass? That will be good. Come on, Frank, make another noise for me, please. I apologise if you don't like whiskey. Maybe you can fill the glass up with gin for you. If you're a gin man. Come on, Frank, try your hardest for us. We really want to communicate. Can you just move the glass a little bit for me? I know I sound desperate, but I'm not honest. Can you blow on somebody? We know you're around that side of the table because everybody's feeling a draft. Anybody else feel anything?
No.
Has it gone all quiet?
Yeah, it's not.
Have you left us, Frank?
My hand's gone warmer. Where
Has everybody that's been hiding come back now?
Oh, it's behind my back now.
Okay.
I don't think it's that Frank.
Don't you?
All I keep thinking in my mind is there's a little girl stood here. sat here.
Little girl. Have we got a little girl with
I saw
us
a
then?
little girl before when I was
Did you?
did the circle before him. In
Yeah.
mind's eye, I could see a little girl.
Okay. We got a little girl with
It's
us.
the same breeze round my waist.
Is it?
I can feel the breeze now.
Yeah.
Can the little girl run around the table for me?
There was a little girl.
Yeah,
I've got
We'd love you to
goosebumps.
run around the table and affect somebody. Make a little breeze around the table by running around it. Or move one of the chairs, that would be good.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. That's great, thank you. Like the little girl, maybe you can come forward and move the glass for us, or affect one of the lights on the table. What's your favourite colour? Is it blue or red or... Maybe you can turn the light off that you like most, the colour you like most. Make it flicker for me. Can you tap on somebody's shoulder? If you can reach that eye. Or just poke them in the back. James is about somewhere. Maybe you can go and touch him. Or maybe you can pick something up and throw it towards him.
Yeah.
That would be good. Frank, if you're here as well, maybe you can help her. Work together for me and make a noise. Or move something. Anybody feeling anything?
Not really.
What did you feel earlier when I was talking about little girl running around the table? Was it the
Like
breeze?
cold,
Yeah.
Little
Just
breeze.
waist height. It's
Yeah.
always round the waist.
Waist, yeah. That's what I was feeling down there, you know, the big group.
Mm-hmm.
All right then.
I go sit down.
We think there's a little girl here.
I just feel really sick.
All right. If that was you, Frank, thank you, but I don't think Lynn appreciates it.
Yeah, I'm here.
We've got people stood around the table now. Maybe you can affect one of those.
Yeah, it did move.
Moving, now it's
Yeah.
moving. Here we go.
It's moving, there we go.
Moving.
Right, they're closing their circle down upstairs.
Okay, there we go. It's moving, it's moving. Thank you. Keep moving that glass for me. Can you move it all the way towards the red light? Hello. Well, that's great. Thank you. Can you bring it back into the centre of the table for me?
Try.
Come on, that was great. Try again. At least we got some movement, that was good. Do you get that one? Video later as well.
Yeah, it's left.
Yeah, it's lifted up.
Is it lifting?
Yeah.
Can you lift the glass up and tip it over? Can you lift it up for me? Come on, you've done so well, thank you so much. Can you lift the glass up for me? Can you just move it again then, please? Is this a little girl? Do you like the little red light? I asked which light she liked the best and to move the glass towards it. So thank you for that. That was great, thank you. Can you move it back into the centre of the table for me? Or have you spent all your energy now? What's the glass doing?
Nothing.
Did it get warm or?
Not particularly.
No. Did it vibrate before it moved?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think his arm's going to vibrate in a minute if it doesn't move back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's moving.
Oh yeah, it's moving.
Still here. It's right here.
Yeah. There.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Down
it's
that
cold
side.
here.
Always there. That's where I'm getting the feeling from on this side. It's been there all the time, ever since we sat down.
Okay, we thank you for that.
Andrew, if you're struggling to reach, take your finger off
Yeah.
until the glass gets closer to you.
Yeah. You okay?
Otherwise,
Yeah, bless you.
you end up having cracked ribs. It's not finished.
Okay, we've lost a finger now, so not as much energy, so we need you to try a little harder to move the glass back to where it was, if you can, to the middle of the table. Oh, there we go. Lynn's going to help now. Can you move that glass back for me, please? You did so well moving it back over there, it was good.
It's
Thank you.
vibrating a bit.
Is it?
Yeah.
Come on, come forward again for me.
I need to change fingers. I'm standing in awkward positions. What's it?
Frank, if you're here with the little girl, or if it was you that moved the glass, can you both move the glass for me?
Well, it was moving then, Jordan, as well.
That's it. You've done so well, thank you.
It's vibrating.
Is it?
Yeah.
Come on, try your hardest. Oh, I can see it moving, yeah.
Come on, come closer.
Come on, that's great.
Come on, keep it coming.
Just a little bit at a time. You don't have to move it all at once. Who was that then?
Me, I've just put
Okay.
my torch down. If you can put it back into the centre of the table, then we'll leave you alone.
Or if you don't want us to leave you alone, you can put it back into the centre of the table.
Either way, we need you to put it back in the centre of the table.
Very warm
Sorry,
again.
Andrew.
Yeah,
Are you warm over there? It's still.
God,
It's cold
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
It's
Still
weird
chilly
because
there,
I'm
isn't
cold
it?
there and
Yeah.
warm there.
I might
How
genuinely
is it?
sweat in.
Left side.
Right.
Come on, Spirit. Just put it back to the centre of the table and then we'll leave you alone.
There's a nice feeling with it as well.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not
It's
a horrible
relaxed.
feeling,
It's
yeah.
a relaxed feeling.
Please, Spirit.
Frank, if that was you, we thank you. I've got that whiskey or that gin ready for you. Just need to move it back for me.
Oh, for some reason, they do want my finger on there.
Come on, Frank, I'll pour you a drink when I get home. I'll leave it out for you all night. You can drink it slowly.
I have to take a finger off.
How's
I
that?
don't want my
Oh,
blue finger
it's
on there.
moving.
Moving. Moving.
Is it tipping?
It did tip a bit.
Don't tip the glass over, just keep it flat.
Yeah, keep it flat and move it towards me if you can. Is it twisting, or is it me?
Yeah, it's kind of turning. It's tipping a bit.
Is it? Which way is it?
Forward towards that way.
Yeah.
Maybe he wants that drink after all.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just doing a glass and it's just moving to the middle.
That's great.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Right, we need to close the circle down when it gets either to the middle or close it down before, because the other group
Ah,
are in
there we go again.
what's it?
We'll let you close it down unless you want to.
Okay, I'm calling to the spirits, energies and entities that are in here with us. Thank you for coming forward and communicating with us by showing us you moving the glass, affecting a few of us that have been on this floor. We're going to have to leave you now, but there's going to be another group who may be coming in here to come and communicate with you. So we ask...
Whoa, whoa.
No, we're closing the circle down. So I ask you to step away from the table now.
No, not this time. It's still here next to me. It's with me.
Right, Spirit, I'm going to ask you to step away from the table now, as we're going to close the circle down. Thank you for coming forward and communicating. Someone's just taking in the back.
No, it's on me. It's like...
Whoa.
I don't normally do this. Okay, to spirits, energies and entities, thank you for coming forward and communicating with us. I am closing this circle down now. I ask you to go back to the light and please take our love with you. Thank you. Let go.
Thank you. That was great, folks. Thank you.